Lesson 5, Programming with Scrat. So in this lesson we are going to continue programming with Scrat. So to remind you a bit, on left we have a challenge and on right we have a workspace, and we can drag these blocks to make this program run. So our challenge is we have to make Scrat go to this icon so he can edit. Okay, so when we press run, so this run button, the Scrat needs to go, so you can see it needs to go down, right? So it can go down 1, 2 and 3. So when you go down 3 times it will reach the icon. So let's try to grab the down. So down is S, south here, so we drag south 1 time, 2 times and 3 times, right? Let's run the program and let's see what happens. All done. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the next challenge. Next challenge is the same. So our challenge is use 2 movement blocks to get the Scrat to the icon. So total we have 3 blocks, right? And 1 is already used. So we already have 1 run, and then we have 2 blocks left. So let's see the challenge. Scrat is here. We need to move it right. That means east. So the Scrat is here. You can press tab to run this. So it's gonna go 1. So with the current code is here, and then we can add another east, right? So I'll reset it and add another east, and let's run. I think when you click here it's gonna do it now. Okay, so we click this and let's see what happened. Awesome. This one is done. We go to the next one. Next one is a bit tricky. So it says it's a little tricky. You can pause the video and try it by yourself, but I'm gonna show you now anyway. So we use 3 blocks, right? So let's draw, let's see, find the path first. So we can, so for the Scrat it has to come here first, right? This direction, and then it has to go this direction. It's 2 way, you don't have to do this. So 1 south and then 1 east. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna close the drawing. So 1 south and 1 east. Awesome. Let's run this, see what happens. Cool. Let's go to the next one. So it's the same, right? So instead of so there's 2 way you could do it. That's a bit tricky, right? So suppose like if you're gonna go down this way, let me draw. So this way, so you need 1 block going down, 2 block. You could go 3, 4, 5 this way, or you could go 3, 4, 5 this way, right? But our challenge is we can only use 4 blocks. So if we do this, it will work definitely, but we won't be fulfill the challenge. Okay, all right, let's do it. Let's see what happened, right? I'm gonna close this. So let's program it go this way. So go down, south, and then go east 2 times. You're here, and then go north 2 times. So the program will work. It's gonna go there, but we won't fulfill our challenge, right? See, we used 6 blocks out of 4 blocks. So let's run and then see what happened. It worked, but it says it comes. However, you could have used only 4 blocks, right? So let's try again and then reset. So now I'm gonna delete all of it. So we're gonna choose this part. So we go up, north, we are north, and then we're gonna go east 2 times. So east 1, east 2, so 4 out of 4, looks good. Press run. So going north, east, awesome, well done. So see, it says congratulations, awesome. So we're going to continue. I think here you have a video, if one you can watch, but in a short it's gonna show you what is debugging is. And debugging is means, like suppose you wrote a program but there was a mistake in it, right? So you need to figure it out what's the mistake, and it's pretty normal for a program to have a bug. So if there is a wrong code, it's called bug, and debugging is like when you find that bug. Cool. So you can watch the video, it's pretty cool. I'm just gonna go continue. Alright, so we already have some code here, right? So it says figure out what is missing and then add box to get Scrat to the icon. So let's run it. So it gives a hint, right? So out of 6 blocks, 5 is used. Let's run the program and let's see what's going on. So it's going west, 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 north. So we can clearly see that is here. The Scrat is here. You need to go one more step, right? And in north direction. So we can straightforward put north and then run. Cool. Continue. Alright, so this one, your turn. What do you need to do to get Scrat to the icon? I think this is becoming pretty easy, right? So try yourself. If you're stuck, then let's continue. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count the number of blocks you need, right? Because we can have a space for only 4 blocks. So if we go this way, we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. But you can also go this way, right? You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a lot of possibilities, right? Like when you do programming, you can program it in a lot of ways. That's why it's creative. But you need to find the optimal way. Like you need to find your program to work in a simple way. So yeah, let's do this. So let's go straight first, and then we go south. So go east one time, second time, and third time. And then when we are here, we want Scrat to go east 1 block. And so 5 out of 5. Let's run. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Well done. So you're going to the next one. Challenge puzzle. All right, let's see. Looks like a difficult one. Okay, I think we're ready. So let's give it a try. You give it a try. If you're stuck, watch this. Okay, so let's draw, right? So let's see where we need to go. So we can't go this way, right? We can't. There's not a clear path. You can go. You have 2 options. So you go this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you have a space for 5 blocks, but if you go down, let's see, okay, all right. If you go down, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the same number, right? You could choose either way. All right, so go up. Let's try it up. So we go north 1 block. We are here. We go west 2 blocks. So west, west, and then we go south 1 block, and we go west another block. All right, let's run and see what happened. Up, west, west, south. Awesome. Wow. Wow, challenge completed. Get yourself a pet if you've done it correctly. You're doing really well. Okay, next one. Ooh, fix the bug to get Scrat to this icon. Ooh. So see, I mentioned before, right? So we have 3 out of 3, but the first one, see, is saying to go north. Can it go north? Let's try it. Let's run it and then see. Oh, it bumped. No, it's hard. It can't do it, right? Something not quite right here. It can't go up. It crashed with the rock. Okay, reset it. So it can't go up. So there's something wrong with the code, right? So let's pull it there. There's a block it can go. It can go east, right? There's a path. No, it can't go east. It cannot. So delete it. So it has to go west. So let's go west. And then when he's here, he can go up. So that is north. So see how N was right, but the position was different. So like sometimes your code could be right, but it was doing different things, and that was the bug here, and we just debugged it. Okay, run it. Awesome. Congratulations. Going next. Okay, so all you get Scrat icon. So same, pretty straightforward. Try it and then watch the video. So you can use 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. Let's pull the west first. 2, 3, and then we go north 1 block. Cool. One, 2, 3. Awesome. Congratulations. Next. I think that's the last one, right? Okay. Ooh. There's a no limit, so you can do whatever you want. You can just make him go this way, whatever path you can try it, but let's try to find the minimal path, right? So I'm gonna draw here. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4 for west, and go 1, 2, 3, 4 for north. You can also make him go like this, 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 this. Like anywhere you could. You can even go up, and then you can go like north all the way, and then you could go west all the way. Like play around with it. It's gonna be fun. And see, we can see a new block, right? Cool. So here it says repeat, but in programming language they call it loop. So you're gonna explore it now. Cool. So we'll delete this drawing thing. Okay, let's program it straightforward. So we need to go west 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go north 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then how many blocks did we use? So we used 1, 4, that means 5, and 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. So we used 9 blocks, right? Cool. So let's run it. 4 west, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So I'm gonna replay. So I'm trying to use this one, the repeat one. Okay. So let's pull this. Let's try this. So the code is work, right? So now we are going to do something called refactoring. So refactoring means like your code works. Now you want to make it better. Okay. So how can we make this better? So see, we did west 4 times, right? So but we can use this one. These things repeat. So if you look at this, can you see the pattern? So we are going west 4 times. So we are repeating this west 4 times. So in programming, there is another thing called try. So it says, don't repeat yourself. So that means instead of writing west like 4 times, you could write west once and you say, just do it 4 times, right? And instead of 4 block here, we just use 2. It's pretty simple, right? Like in future you have challenge when they will say you can only use 4 blocks, but you will have something like this, like where you have a pattern to solve the problem. So instead of this, we can use this. So if we can do this, so instead of this, we can also do this, right? So we can do north, oops, and then it goes 4 times. So these 2, I'm not gonna delete it yet, put it here. So west 4 times, and then north 4 times, right? And then we have only used how many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But here we are using 9 blocks. So 9 minus 5 is 4. So you're using 4 less blocks. And it's easy to read, right? So suppose like if you need to read this, you need to go west, 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 north, 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 north. And if you want to know how many times you did west, and then you read west, 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 and stop, and then go up, and then count 1, 2, 3, 4 times. But in this code, you can just say, I'm doing west 4 times. What is there? And I'm doing north 4 times. What is there? Awesome. It's easy to read. So that's called readability. It's important in programming as well, right? Like, so you write some code, someone need to understand it. And like suppose you wrote it and then you come back to after 6 months, you'll forget what you wrote, right? But if it's easy to read, you can just read it quickly and understand what happened. So it's pretty important in programming as well. So let's run this code and let's see what happens. Cool. So we achieved the same thing with the same code, right? So I'm going to delete this. Awesome. I think we reached here. So that's all for lesson 5. Please subscribe, and yeah, happy coding. See ya.